Okay, algebra students. So this is 7-5. We're still dealing with linear inequalities, but this is objective 2 of 2. So in this objective, we're going to write and use linear inequalities when modeling real world situations. So how is this applicable to whatever you might need to do? So example 1, suppose your budget for a party allows you to spend no more than $12 on peanuts and cashews. So you're throwing a party and you need to buy some peanuts and cashews. Peanuts cost $2 a pound and cashews cost $4 a pound. Find the possible combinations of peanuts and cashews you can buy. So first, what are we asking ourselves? We're asking ourselves the cost of the peanuts plus the cost of cashews isn't equal to, it can be equal to 12, but it has to be equal or less than our total cost. Okay, so sorry my writing's a little sloppy there. I'm trying to fit all of this in. All right, so let's define our variables first. So let's say X is number of pounds of peanuts, and let's say Y is number of pounds of cashews. And let's try and write an inequality for this. So we know that peanuts cost $2 a pound, and we're trying to figure out how many pounds we can buy. So we can say 2 times X, because that'll give us our total cost for the peanuts, plus, well, cashews are $4 a pound, so 4 times Y, and that total cost has to be less than or equal to 12, because that's the largest amount we can spend is 12. We could always spend less that if we feel we don't need quite that many, but we can't spend any more than 12 in this case. Okay, so we've written our inequality. That's pretty nice. I think we need to rewrite it into y something form. Okay, so let's do that. So we can mark our boundary line, negative 2x minus 2x. 4y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 12. To get y by itself, we're going to divide by 4. Because we're dividing by a positive, we don't have to flip the sign. So y is less than or equal to, let me drop the camera down, I'm sorry guys. Y is less than or equal to negative 2 divided by 4 is negative 1/2 x. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Y is less than or equal to negative 1/2 x plus 3. Okay. Now we can graph this inequality. And you can see that I've drawn a graph here, but I've only drawn one quadrant. I've only drawn the first quadrant in our graph. And I've done this because we know that we can't buy negative peanuts or cashews. They have to be a positive amount. I can't buy a negative amount. So we're just going to stay in our positive region of our coordinate plane. Okay. So our y-intercept is 3. 1, 2, 3. And our slope is negative 1/2. So down 1 and over 2. And down 1 and over 2. Okay. We know that this is going to be a solid boundary line because it could be equal to. Okay. So now we just need to figure out which side of our boundary line can be shaded. I always like to choose the origin. I think it's easy. So let's do that. 0 is less than, actually let's do our original equation, I'm sorry. 2 times 0 plus 4y is less than or equal to 12. And I chose the original equation just because I wouldn't be dealing with fractions. I think it's much easier. You could have done that equation and it should work out just fine. Let's replace that y with 0. So 2 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. So 0 is less than or equal to 12. Is that true? Yes, that is. So we know that this region of our coordinate plane is going to be shaded. Okay, so we know that this tells us that we could pick any coordinate point in this triangle, and that could be X for the pounds of peanuts we can buy and Y for the number of pounds of cashews we could buy, okay? Anywhere in this region, if we just wanted to buy peanuts or if we just wanted to buy cashews, we could figure that out as well, okay? Thank you.